So I have been telling to my audience about accommodation.
Yes.
It used to be good a year ago because less international students were coming because of the COVID, but now a lot has come. A lot of international students have come, and the prices are expensive. There are less places to stay. People are staying in hotels. What about your experience? How did you find it? Did you find any difficulties?
Oh yeah, it's very difficult to find accommodation. Trust me, it's very difficult.
I know that.
So I started looking for accommodation a month ago.
Like
when my flight was on
probably
26th.
in the month of November.
Yes, in November I started to looking for accommodations. So either it was very expensive, it was very far from college or like that. So that's why I was just kept trying. But then on 2nd of January, I got a very good basement advertisement. So my friend was here. He landed here on 23rd. So like he told me that this place is really nice, and I requested him to go there just for once, just for visiting that place really exists.
Okay.
Because that time we got frauds and everything.
Yeah, that happens. Another thing, there are scams too. So don't send money just like that.
Yeah.
Make sure if you have someone, just ask them to
Just
go
ask
and
them,
check.
just request them
Just
to go.
see it's genuine.
Yeah.
Avoid city hall. Just to say city hall area like Simpson
There are
area.
areas, there are shady areas which we have
Just
to
avoid that area. I don't find it safe.
So he.
And how much do you pay? Like you pay around 500?
Yeah, I pay like 450, included everything.
Including Wi-Fi too?
Yes.
Because Wi-Fi sometimes it's
Yeah,
separate
sometimes
or
it's
hydro is
separated.
separate.
It's
So
sometimes
hydro is
separated.
the electricity which we call hydro here.
But there is no as such for me. It's nothing. We just pay 450 for everything.
Okay.
That's why I find
Is
it.
it a single room or a shared?
So mine is a private room. So
Okay.
like I have like 3 rooms now in the basement.
Yeah.
2 of them are private rooms. One is a shared
Shared,
room.
okay.
So but the rent is same for everyone.
Everyone,
Like, it's
okay.
450 only.
Okay.
So we don't pay anything else other than 450. Plus it's if you're landing on a winter season, it's hard to get a job. So
Yeah.
try to find something below 500 because it's gonna help.
It's
you.
difficult, but start searching. I'll put it on the description about the links where you go and search.
Yeah.
Just don't depend on me. There are people who are just depending on me, but I can't do everything because this shortage here. So I can, if I come to know something, I can just send the numbers or links. I'll stop sending the numbers because of some incidents. But start looking for it. Search. Avoid those areas which I've mentioned. That's all.
Yeah, and if you're if you know that you are going to land on a particular date, your course start on a particular date, try to land before like 20 days or 25 days so that you have enough time to get a job, enough time to search about places and everything.
Yeah, regarding jobs too, because now there's a shortage. A lot of people have not got the job coming, and again winter they are hiring less. It's always the labor cost that if you go for a restaurant, they are looking for the labor cost because for them, if it's more people, it's more cost for them. So they are always putting, even if the job requires 5 people, they'll just put 2 people and make them work. That is a bad experience. What I've gone through it. So just saying this, don't lose hope. Just start searching for it. Apply everything. And there are people, I've seen this. My friends were there. People depend on their parents' money even after becoming 25, 26. That's something. Avoid it. If you're coming here and struggling, at least make something of yourself. Second thing is search for jobs. Don't think like, oh, I can't do this job, I can't do that job. Until you get a first job, do anything, any job. After that, once you get the income, you can do any other job which you like. That's what I would suggest.
Yeah, so I would recommend for girls, I would really recommend to if your schedule does not allow you to work before 5 or 6, just take care of yourself because at late nights it's not that safe to travel, okay? And if you don't have a car or if your manager is not leaving you, you're on your own, just take care of that because try avoiding working like late.
And the reason she is saying because most of the buses end at 11 p.m.
Yes.
You don't have any other option. You have to either go by taxi or rides. And
rides are expensive.
Yeah, it's damn expensive. Or if you book some ride, it's like $20 just for a ride. It depends on the location too. It's expensive than that if it's far away.
Plus it's the timing.
Yeah,
if you're booking a flight, if you're booking a ride at like 3 or 4, they will definitely cost you more because it's not the appropriate time, right?
And okay, when you landed in Thunderbay, how did you come to your location? Did you book for a
Yeah,
cab?
so we have groups for accommodation, we have groups for rides as well. So
Okay.
if you are coming here, try to make yourself familiar with the groups. Okay, try people to add you in the groups for the accommodation or rides or whatsoever.
It may be Facebook, it may be WhatsApp,
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah.
That's the best place, but do not trust anything blindly. Try to
Yes.
do a research by yourself, like try to find something and do not rush anything.
Make friends, be
Yeah.
open to everyone,
Yeah.
try to know
Yeah.
people.
The best thing you could do is like try to find people from your own course,
Yes.
own college, or own intake, like the same intake. If you're saying May 2023, go for May 2023 because they are also searching for it.
Searching
So
for
you'll
it.
find friends or something.
Sometimes you will find people in your flight as well.
Yeah, that's true though.
Yeah,
That's true.
you can ask the suggestion because my flight is Air France, so they don't even allow to carry like more than 150 milliliter for anything besides perfume, shampoo or whatsoever. So we have to take care of that. That in the cabin we don't carry anything more than like 150 milliliter. So that way, I have seen people losing their makeup, I've seen people losing their shampoos and everything. So make sure you have a checklist of everything of your flight. At some flights they allow it, but in Air France they are very strict about it. That they will throw it out no matter how expensive it is, no matter how meaningful it is for you.
So I did say one of my videos that you'll get a bus pass from the college or university. What about your experience? How did you apply for it? How did you commute? Do you use the bus often?
Okay, so first of all, visit college as soon as you land here. Go to college. So for my process, what I need to do is we need to go take the passport with us. We hand over the passport to the library person, and he will take your photograph and he'll hand you the bus pass or the college ID within like 1 minute.
1 minute? Like immediately? Like
Yes,
they'll print it?
immediately.
So that's the ID as well as the bus pass.
Yes.
There will be a small icon if you're paid for the bus pass, which is usually paid in the fees. For the second year, they might ask you an option if you want to. The bus pass, you have to pay $200 or something like that. If you don't want it, you don't pay for it, and they won't give you that icon. And if you have that icon, then only you can show it as a bus pass. So yeah, so you basically when you enter, you just show the ID, and they'll just scan it or
They'll
check
just
it.
see it, press a button, and that's
Yeah.
it. That's how you travel in the bus.
Yeah.
So whenever you go to the driver, show them the ID card, and then it's different. So for Lakehead, what they do is they have a different ID pass, and then they give you the stamp after few years, for few days.
Few days.
So there is a girl living in my basement only with me, and she's from the Lakehead. So
Okay.
what happened to her is she went to the college, get the ID card, and she showed the ID card to the bus driver, but then the bus driver said there is no icon, the bus icon, so we cannot let you travel without the fund money.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it takes like few days
Yeah.
for the Lakehead students, but for Confed it's like 1 minute. You
Yeah,
can
like
just
immediately
go.
they'll give you
Yeah.
social insurance number or SIN number. So whenever you are employed or anything, you need that SIN number. That's very important. You cannot share it with anyone. So about that, how did you apply and how long it took for you?
Okay, so I got my SIN from Montreal only because I stayed there for 7 days.
Yeah.
Because I have friends there.
Okay.
So what exactly I did is I went to the Service Canada. Sometimes you do need appointments because if there are a lot of people, you
Yeah.
need appointments. But when I visited, there were very less people as the holiday season was going on. So I visited there. I took my passport. They
Just the passport?
Just the passport. They don't need anything else. Just the passport. I showed them the passport and they said, "Do you have a valid work permit here or anything?" They said, "I said yeah, I have a valid work permit." They
Study
didn't-
permit.
Yeah,
Study permit. Yeah.
valid
student,
permit, yeah, student permit. So they didn't ask me to show it, but I just carried because
Just for the safety.
just
Yeah.
for the sake. So they said okay. They give me the slip where I have to add my parents' name and a temporary address. So if you are staying with a family member, if you are staying with a friend, just make sure you get the SIN number there only, because first of all it will be easier for you. You know that person, and that person can go with you and help you. And second of all, you can add a temporary address. So I added the address of my friend.
Yeah, I think you can update it on the website or
you can update it or you
Like
just-
Service Canada.
yeah,
Right?
it works like without accreditation as well.
Yeah.
You just need the SIN number if you're working part time or full time. So
Yeah.
I got it from there. They give me the slip. I give them the details. It took like 4 minutes.
Yeah.
She asked me like, where are you planning to go? Where are you planning to work? Or 2-3 questions mainly, and then she handed over the SIN right there.
Yeah,
That's it.
yeah, that's the most important thing that you have to do once you land here. Other than that, I think the SIM too, right? Like we have, like, in India, you get the SIM cards. When you
Yeah,
come
in India
here,
it's very easy to get the SIM cards, but
so
here it's little difficult.
yeah, it's a little different. Like there are different
Yeah.
processes. They'll ask you, do you want to buy a phone? And there's a
Yes.
different plans for that. If you're just buying a SIM, there's a different things.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the SIMs, I think there's Virgin, there's Bell, there's Fido. I think there's
Rogers.
something called Lucky too. Don't go for that. It's very cheap, but I had a bad experience, so don't go for that.
Yes.
But these three, I think, are good.
Yes.
And
So I got my SIM from Montreal only as well. So they asked me if I want to go for a phone or anything like that. So if you are a student like you're going to be a student on 2023, I would recommend you to get a 5G phone and then get a SIM here. It works completely fine.
yeah, I think there was an issue when we came to, when they had a phone, but it was not working with the SIM cards were not
Yes.
working. I think there was some issue.
There are still people whose phone is not working because it's a 4G phone and we have 5G.
Right,
SIM.
SIM, so,
That's why it's a little bit of compatibility issue. So I got my mobile, like it was a 5G phone only, because I knew that here it's like 5G only. It works on 5G SIMs. That's why I got a Fido SIM. My plan cost me around $40 a month.
yeah.
And it gives me like international points,
Yeah.
like 1,000 international points, minutes, sorry, to
Minutes,
talk to my parents or anyone.
Yeah.
We have like 40 GB, 45 GB per month data as well. But you don't need 45 GB.
Oh.
But we don't need that much, like, because we have Wi-Fi here everywhere. So yeah, if you are if you're coming and if you're planning to get a new mobile, then like go for here only, purchase it from here. But if you have a good phone, 5G phone working in India, you can take that phone and come here, and then you can just get a SIM, and it's very easy. Go to any store, they'll ask you for the passport.
Yeah.
So do carry passport for like
Yeah,
a
until
month.
you get your driving license, until you apply here, passport is everything. for you.
Everything.
Nothing else works.
Mhm.
Another thing is, when you are coming here, get a DL extract from India or whichever place you are from.
Yes.
Get a DL extract which says your driving records. The reason I'm saying is, if you have that, you're paying less for your driving license. One thing. Second thing is, you can give your G2 immediately,
Yes.
or else you have to wait for 1 year.
Yeah,
So
you have to wait for.
remember, the sheet what you get there, it should be an original document with the stamp. Also carry your original Indian or any other country the driving license. That's required. So I didn't know about this, the 45 GB thing for a month. For us here, we were sticking with the Bell or Virgin, and hardly for like 40-50 GB used to get like $45 used to get like around 2 GB or 10 GB max. I'm getting currently for $45, I'm getting around 20 GB. So that's the max I've seen. I didn't know about this Fido thing.
Yeah.
That's something surprising for me. Yeah.
Here we do not have a Fido shop in Thunderbay.
Yeah.
So if you're landing like in Toronto, maybe staying there for 1-2 days, go
Yeah.
ahead and go for Fido.
You didn't have any issues with the network here?
No, I don't have.
Okay.
It's worked really fine until and unless it's basement, but I think it's because it's basement, so you don't have
okay.
issues in the basement.
Okay.
But if you are like outside, if you are making call or anything, it works totally fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I know that you're a vegetarian.
Yes.
I had this question because when I was working in one of the restaurants, people like, especially people from Gujarat, most of them are vegetarian, I believe. I am not sure, but they had an issue with this. So everywhere you go, there's meat over there. So some people are hesitant to work because it's meat. Do you find any difficulties here? How do you do?
Okay,
Where did you shop and stuff?
Yes, I wasn't born a vegetarian, okay? I converted into a vegetarian.
Okay.
So I used to eat meat. That's very normal for me. If I work in a restaurant where they serve meat or someone else is eating meat in front of me,
You don't
it's
find it
alright.
wrong.
Yeah, it's very alright for me. I do eat eggs, so I'm not completely vegetarian, but eating eggs is something related to my health because of the protein and everything.
Okay.
So one thing I would I'd like to recommend is, if you are a vegetarian and you are landing in Western country or anything like that, do carry supplements, because here you don't get enough sunlight. Here you don't get enough variety of
Yeah.
food. So trust me, it's been like 1 month and I'm eating the same food in the cycle.
Yeah.
So it's either
That's
it's
true.
capsicum, mushrooms,
Yeah, that's true.
peas. That's it. Like
That's
no other like.
I think
big
if you you'll get frozen stuff, but
it's not that good. It's not that good.
I understand that.
So if you are going to a doctor for the prescription and medicines वगैरह, do like get your supplements. Like it's way cheaper there. It's very expensive here to get supplements. Take vitamin D, because it's very hard to get vitamin D here because we do not have a perfect sunlight here. That's why go for
summer you might find it, but it's not like the way what we get back at home.
So our body is used to that heat or used to that sunlight. Here it's very hard to get the sunlight, so I would recommend you guys to get the supplements. It's very like it's very recommended. Plus you can, if you are eating like protein powder, if you are not used to eating eggs, go for protein powder or anything like that. Plus I would really recommend, if you are habitual of eating spicy food or the spices, go like
get the spices from India.
Because here the spices are little expensive, plus they won't taste that good.
That's one. Get the spice from India, because when we came, we got the spice from India. It lasts almost a year for us.
Yes.
The quality will be good. Secondly, it's cheap. Third thing, that's the most important thing you have to get if you're like, you like spices to in your food. But if you buy it from here, you'll get it from Indian stores. But I find it personally a little bit expensive because they import it from there, and once it goes empty, and if you don't have option, you can go for that. But usually, I would prefer you to go get, when you come here for the first time, get it in your bags. That's the most important you get. The spices, you cannot, the food doesn't taste good at all. If you like spices, then
get like few utensils, get the spices.
If you can, but do also see the weight. Get the necessary things.
So when I came here, I have like 15 kgs and 18 kg bags.
That's
it. Like I had the limit of 23 kgs, but it fits all my clothes, it fits all my utensils. I got some spices as well. So some eating food, some packed, ready to make food, because we are not sure that if you are landing in a hotel, you cannot eat meat, but mostly they serve meat. So ready to eat snack is good that way. But if you are landing in accommodation like me, so it was easy for me because we cleaned and just we cooked the food. It won't take like a day even. So that's why I would really recommend to get the spices, as well as try to have ready to eat meals.
Maybe like get Maggi noodles. That's one thing I could say.
There are a lot of options.
A lot of options. But that one thing, it's very easy to make, and if you are hungry, you come here. You can manage.
You can manage because I have my friends living in hotel for like 7 days because they didn't manage to get the accommodation. In the hotel, they survived very badly, very poorly. So what they used to have it, milk, biscuits, bread, that's it, because they can't eat anything because it's all meat, and you never know what kind of meat it is.
Yeah, that's true though. And last and final question. So far, it's been almost 2 months, not 2 months.
Yeah, almost 2 months.
Did you go anywhere in Thunderbay, and how do you find Thunderbay?
Yes, so I would really recommend to make friends, and travel as much as you can. It's really difficult. I would really recommend you to go out because
it's kind of depressing if you sit inside for a longer time.
Yes,
this has not been bad, to be honest, but
it's depressing for a new student.
Yeah, that's true. Because you don't know anyone, you don't have friends, and you're just sitting inside. You're trying to wait for the summer. Happens.
So you wait for the summer. Plus, if you didn't manage to get a job like me, it's been like 2 months and I haven't managed to get a job. But people are saying that they will hire in March or April because the summers. Because here right now a lot of people are visiting here. So make sure you have enough references, you have enough people to know so that you can visit different places. And plus, I would really recommend to focus on the time which you have for free to travel. Because sometimes
this is the time for you to before you get the job.
Yes.
If you have the time, make a better use of it. Because once you start working, you have your work to do, you have the college to look after, personal life, you don't get time.
You have a personal life, you have assignments. So if you're coming after 12th, they'll give you like X in number of assignments. So for one subject is like 6 assignments, 7 assignments. But if you're coming from post-graduation, from my course, we don't have that much of
it depends on the course.
We have like more tests than assignments.
For us, it was more of assignments than the test. But a course like digital marketing, we had a lot of making videos and filmmaking and all those stuff. So yeah, it depends on the course. So yeah, that is, you're gonna be very busy after getting a job and also looking after the college.
Yes, so make sure you work properly, because it's like it's safer to work, but still you have to work very carefully,
Yeah.
because it's winters, and if you get like cold or if you get a cut, even it will take longer to heal, because it's winter. We don't have sunlight and we don't have
That's
enough proteins and everything.
Yeah.
So try visiting to the different areas. Like I visited Hillcrest Park or
Yeah.
Silver Harbor.
Yeah.
There
There are different places to visit.
Yeah, there are
In
different-
summer you'll have a wide option.
Yes.
Right now it's a
It's
little
limited,
bit limited.
But yeah, it is still there.
Yeah,
So-
but there are places like parks and stuff.
Yeah.
Just cover yourself.
Just
With
cover
warm
some-
clothes.
Yes,
Go.
yes. Try layering as much as you can.
And don't run.
Don't run.
If you fall,
Please
it's
don't.
gonna be really bad.
Yes.
And especially if there are black eyes, avoid that.
So there was my friend who fall on the black ice and he like broke his foot.
That's what, like you got to be very careful with that. I mean, I've felt luckily nothing happened so far, but it's not safe.
Yeah, it's not safe. So try it out, going out and all that. So sometimes it's very hard to think like we are not getting job and we are not doing stuff and all that.
Yeah.
But it's all right. You will get job. You will get. I mean, there are opportunities, but obviously things take time. So try to adjust yourself in this environment, and yeah, things will be all right. Yeah.
So thank you for doing this. I just wanted to give my audience idea about what things to go through, and through your story definitely they'll have got a better idea about what stuff they need to do, what things to avoid and stuff. So thank you for doing this, and please like and subscribe if you like this, and share it with your friends who are looking to fly to Canada or any other places in Canada. So thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe.
Thank you.